It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Running an online business has its own unique hurdles and challenges. And although many people find it convenient, it can be tough. And fast growing trees had an idea. They said, what if we moved to online selling? And the biggest problem they had is traditionally people didn't think they could buy trees and plants online. But you know what? The times were changing. And they said, we've got to change with it. Now, have you ever found yourself in a situation where times have changed, technology has changed, and you have to update your sales systems in order to relate? Did you know that during the pandemic, when the whole shift really happened, FastTrees.com found themselves investing in two systems at the same time? The first system they had to do is go back to folks and say, look, we're going to run traditional ads, put things in print, and remind people that you can buy trees and plants online. Whoa. And they had to educate them on the whole process. Then they had to build an online sales system in order to be able to handle it. And this created a challenge that was over and beyond where they were. Now, the other challenge involved once someone decided they wanted to buy a tree online, how do they navigate? How do we make sure we customize it? How do we know exactly what they want, what they're looking for, so that we can meet their needs? FastGrowingTrees.com said, we can't do this by ourselves. And so they turned to a collaboration. And the reason I mention that is that sometimes CEOs say, I've got all the answers. But Fast Growing Trees did something that I think is important when you're looking at a sales system, a sales structure, and having a way to generate revenue in the business for the sales team. They said, what if we upgrade our technology? And they decided to hire a firm called SearchSpring.com. Now, their whole job was specializing in having merchandise that people weren't familiar with buying online and being able to map it exactly to what they were looking like. So they upgraded their sales system. Whoa, what a change. What a idea that's not revolutionized, but when it works, boy, the results you can get. You can take the data, you have the customer, you build a community, and that's exactly what Fast Growing Trees did. And guess what? Their sales went up. And guess what? Their customers are happy. And guess what? They're still in business today. So what's my big takeaway for you as a CEO, as you're sitting there right now, is having a smart sales system can really transform not only your revenue, but allow you to connect closer with clients. And when you do that, you're able to see your revenue go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you. And every morning we get started, we love to get started the exact same way, and that is with our mantra and our pledge. And our mantra is, if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Why? Because sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. And without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. What's the point? Selling is serious business. So repeat these words after me. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. The big aha, obviously, is that selling is serious business. So this is a serious conversation. It's an honor to be invited into your living room, or to be invited into your phone, or be invited to your AirPods right now. Thank you so much for being here. It's a really good use of your time. Now, the second part we like to do, this segment, is always a pledge that us as the CEO have directly to our sales organization. And that pledge is, I will learn, I will earn, and I return. Now, every morning, I believe a CEO, when we wake up, it's the first thing you need to be saying. Let's go ahead and repeat these words after me. I have to learn something new. This is for the sales department. In order to earn new revenue from existing clients, in order to get new and old clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. You might say, Shay, why do we got to do this every single day? Because it's a reminder. When you're in this conversation around sales and success, the ideas are top of mind to you. When ideas are top of mind to you, you're more likely to execute. When you're more likely to execute, well, you're able to generate more revenue. Isn't that kind of cool? Now, we have 3 objectives. Our number 1 objective is about sales growth. Some of you, I appreciate the DMs over at I am Shay Brown. I appreciate those folks that send me inbox messages. It's amazing to see some folks, it's all about growth. And then others, you show up for this one reason. It's about incremental growth every single morning. It's about sales progress. You're making progress every day. Keep making progress. Keep making progress. Keep putting one step in front of the others. For others, it's about the roadblocks, addressing roadblocks that are out there. We just did a whole case study on the importance of addressing roadblocks. And number 3, it's about making sure that you're able to build your sales team and understand the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to generate revenue in their business. Let me give you a quick history if I can. Sales plan number one, you must have a one-page CEO sales plan. If you don't have one, go over to www.ceosalesplan.com. Download it now. So make a commitment to do that. Number two is you must understand the sales cycle that your clients are going through. So you look at it and say, well, from the time that I attract to the time that I connect and communicate, all the way to the time they're ready to buy or convert, what's that sales cycle look like? Sales pillar number three, you must know and understand, is the sales message. What are the words that we're using? Sales drives the marketing never drives the conversation. Sales drives the conversation, not marketing. So we want to focus on what we say, when we say it, and how we say it. Number four is to understand the CEO sales dashboard. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. It's one of our key components. We'll get to that in a little bit. And number five, well, you got to have a sales team. If you are the sales team, congratulations, by the way. You've got a big responsibility as CEO and the sales team, but it's cool. Who else to do this but you? And for those that do have a sales team, this is top of mind to you right now. Now, for those folks that tune in every single morning, we appreciate you when you show up. Do me a favor if you can. Look right below the video. And put hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here. See, when you show up, you can see me, but I can't see you, by the way. So isn't it kind of great for us to be able to connect? So do me a favor, look right below the video and put hashtag I'm here. For those folks that are watching the replay, appreciate you. Seriously, I appreciate you. Appreciate the comments. When you send me comments and you DM me or I look below and I respond, put a hashtag replay. Maybe you can't be here at 8 a.m. with us live. Hey, that's cool. I understand that. Maybe you're tuning in the evening time. Maybe you're tuning in during lunch. Maybe you're taking a break and every day at 11 o'clock you're watching. Thanks for tuning in. Hit hashtag replay. For everybody that's on the on-demand platforms, whether you're on one of our syndicated platforms, whether you're on Apple TV or Roku or Amazon or YouTube Live, wherever you are, thanks so much for tuning in. This is a conversation about your business, reaching your clients, making a huge difference, and impacting lives and companies all over the world. So I appreciate it. It's an honor and certainly a privilege to serve you, by the way. Now, one of the questions get asked all the time is say, why? Why do we come together? What's the big deal? Well, CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. I get it, you're going to sell. I get it, you're going to get there, but you want to get there faster. Our big why is about sales growth, accountability, and consistency. You may have heard this before, that consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. And having said that, what do people struggle with most? Consistency. And we only ask for 15 minutes a day. Now you think about it, there's 1,440 minutes in every day. Never 1,441. So you give up 1% of your day, just that little bit, to focus on sales, which is the oxygen for every great business in history. I know I've said that 1,000 times. I'm going to continue to say that because selling is serious business. Although I laugh and I joke and I'm having a lot of fun, this is really serious business at the end of the day. And you're here. And so now we're going to move to the segment that I believe is one of the most important segments, and that's what's the outcome? Why do we get together? It's about generating $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. And this is over and beyond whatever you're earning today. That's the number one outcome. That's why you get involved. That's why you're part of this. And we appreciate you. And that's the mentality that we have going in. And now we'll get to, I believe, the most important segment. The most important segment is the CEO sales dashboard. You see, there was a problem. A number of folks wanted to double their revenue. They wanted 10X or 5X or 20X, whatever your X number is these days. And I would ask them, well, where are you going to focus? Because I believe that you get what you focus on. You get exactly what you focus on. You heard that before, where your focus goes, your energy flows. And really, they didn't have an answer. So I said, well, what if we measured the 5 components that you need? There's only 5 key areas. And we created the CEO sales dashboard to help to be the tool to get them to $100,000 a month. And there's leads, there's appointments, there's offers, there's deals, and there's repeat business. And I said, let's not leave them there. Let's help them get to where they want to get to. So, excuse me. So we created the CEO sales dashboard. Now, for those folks that are watching right now, you can go right over to CEO Sales Dashboard. You can probably see it right there. And if you haven't downloaded, go to ceosalesdashboard.com. You open up the Excel sheet. Now, maybe your assistant fills this out for you every day. Maybe you hired someone to do it. Maybe you assigned to someone on your team. Maybe, and many of you, and I love it, for those that are doing it right now, drop me a DM and just put done, Shay, done. Done means you're filling it out right now. During this 15-minute segment, many of you fill it out now. So there's leads, there's appointments, there's offers, there's deals, there's repeat business. So you go across the spreadsheet. You can adapt the corners if you want. It can be edited. And go to today's date. And let's look at leads, but let's skip right to appointments for today's conversation if we can. And let's look at, okay, we're going to buy into the philosophy that what gets measured gets managed, what gets managed gets better. And so we're going to focus on how many appointments were set yesterday. How many appointments were run yesterday? So now you're looking at how many appointments were set. You're looking at how many appointments were run. Aren't those some of the things you want to look at, by the way, at the end of the day? And this is what the sales team did. Not you, but the sales team. If you are the sales team, this is your results. Now, why do we do that? Well, you had leads come in. Maybe you set an appointment. But for many of you, some of you went one-to-one. Some of you went one-to-many. And so now we can go back and we can look at the type of appointments that we set. Nothing happens without an appointment. So go back and look at it if you can right now. Maybe you did one-to-one. Maybe you did one-to-many. Maybe there was appointments for collaborations. Whatever they were, what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. Look at the last 2 weeks, the last 30 days. Go back and look at the last, 90 days. And look at the trend that you have going on. Isn't that exciting? This should be like super exciting for many of you that have never, ever, ever done this before. Now, after we go and we understand what's going on with the CEO sales dashboard, we don't stop there. We go back and say, you know what? Powerful people ask powerful questions. Why? Because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So we're going to ask ourselves 3 questions. Question number 1, what are you most proud of for the sales department yesterday? This is the sales department, not you. Number 2, what was your biggest accomplishment yesterday? And number 3, what's the one thing you want to brag about? Like, seriously, if you can come on here right now and say, Shay, I'm just over the top happy about this, what would it be? I want you to think about that for a moment. It's the sales department that generates revenue, department that impacts lives, department that allows you to provide services and goods and products to make other people's lives much better. What are you most proud of? But we always don't stop there. Now, we acknowledge ourselves, and I want to acknowledge ourselves because sometimes people beat themselves up, and I have never read anywhere yet that when you beat yourself up, you do a better job. So I want to make sure we don't just beat ourselves up, okay? But I also want to make sure we understand there's hurdles. Life is not going to be no crystal stair. Every day is not going to be rainbow, cupcakes, and unicorns. So let's go over and let's look at what hurdles are out there. We got the philosophy. Powerful people ask powerful questions because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So I want you now to look at the hurdles that you're faced with right now. What was your biggest roadblock yesterday in the sales department? What is preventing you today from moving forward? And what's the one thing you can do that if you did it, it would move your life and or business forward? It would move the needle forward. I want you to make a decision right now that you're going to focus on just that one area. It's there, but it's going to move the needle. Man, I get so excited. I'm so excited you're here. I'm so excited you're part of this. Thanks for tuning in. I mean, I get like just over the top excited. I really do. My message of the day, he said, Shay, what's the message of the day? The message of the day is stay the course. It's not a new idea. Stay the course. Believe in your mission, your goals, and your objectives. You've got this, but you've got to measure it. You've got to manage it. It will get better. I promise you. You focus on serving. Don't focus on trying to convince anyone. Don't focus on having the right language. Don't focus on trying to say, oh, maybe there's a magic pill that I can take and immediately this happens. No. Keep the main thing the main thing. Sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. We'll measure, we'll manage, and we'll allocate the resources of the CEO to where they need to go. With that being said, thanks a lot for having me aboard. It's an honor and a privilege to serve you. I want you to know that you're amazing, that you're incredible, and no matter what you're going on, I believe for you, your best is still yet to come. Your best is yet to come. Your best is yet to come. With that being said, my name is Shay Brown. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve you as the host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Make it a great day, everyone. And I promise you from the bottom of my heart, we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. Take care, and I'll see you, on the other side. Peace, everybody. We out of here.